morning children. We are going to see about the next part of a lesson, that is the Himalayan features of the Himalayan rivers. Features of the Himalayan rivers. The first feature is it originates from Himalayas. Where it starts? It starts from Himalayas. That is, it originates from Himalayas and it is long and wide. How it is? How the rivers of Himalayas? It's very long and wide, and it is perennial in nature. I already told you what is perennial. The rivers water will never end. That is what a perennial, always flows in the river. The water always flows in the river is called a perennial river, and thus Himalayan rivers are perennial in nature. And the fourth point is it is not unsuitable for hydro power generation. We cannot produce electricity in this. That is what it's not suitable or unsuitable for hydro power generation. And the last point is the lower and middle course. Middle course of the river is navigable. That we can go in this rivers only in the lower and the middle course of the part, and the upper part we cannot go because it's starting from the Himalayas. These are the features of the Himalayan rivers. First, it originates from Himalayas and it is a long and wide and it's perennial in nature. Then unsuitable for hydro power generations. We cannot prepare a power there, hydropower. Hydro is water, and lower and middle course is navigable. Only you can go in this lower and middle courses. Next we see about the peninsular rivers. We will see about the peninsular rivers. Peninsular rivers. The rivers of South India, is also called peninsular river. Peninsular river. The rivers of the South India, it's also got another name, that is peninsular river, and these rivers are non-perennial. These are non-perennial. Unlike Himalayas, it is not perennial, it is not perennial, it is a non-perennial rivers. That is already I told you, perennial, non-perennial, it gets water only during the rainy season. That is what. So, the peninsular rivers are all features like characters like only it gets water during the rainy season, and we can they are the rivers you can see in the non-perennial rivers, and these based on the direction of flow, these rivers, these peninsular rivers are divided into east flowing rivers and west flowing rivers. So, based on the direction, which side it flows, whether it is flows on east or west. So, based on the direction it is divided into east flowing rivers and west flowing rivers. First, we are going to see about the east flowing rivers. East flowing rivers. What are the east flowing rivers, children? First one is Mahanadi. Next is Godavari. Third is Krishna. And fourth one is the Kaveri. Now we are going to see one by one. First one is the Mahanadi. Mahanadi. It originates, first point, where it originates from Sihava. Sihava, this is in Raipur district. Raipur district, that is in Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh. This is in Raipur district and near Sihava, that is in the Chhattisgarh, and it flows through Odisha. And it flows through the Odisha. And next pointer, it has many distributaries and tributaries. So, tributaries are the other course of the river that join the main rivers. Distributes from the main rivers, it separates and never joins the main rivers. This is the difference between the distributary and tributary. Tributary is the other rivers that join the main river, and distribute is from the main river, it's came out and it never joins the main river. That is the difference between distributary and tributaries. So, this Mahanadi have lot of distributaries and tributaries, and all these tributaries form delta of Mahanadi. Delta of Mahanadi. And that is the largest, which is largest delta in India. Largest delta in India. And this Mahanadi that's empty its water into Bay of Bengal. Into Bay of Bengal. So, once again I tell you about river Mahanadi, that is peninsular river. It starts from, originate from Sihaha in Raipur district, that is in Chhattisgarh state, and flows through the Odisha. And it has many distributaries and tributaries, and already told you what's the difference between these two, and these distribute form a delta of Mahanadi, and which is called the largest delta in India. And Mahanadi empties its water into a Bay of Bengal. Then next we see about the Godavari river. Godavari, second peninsular river. Next is the Godavari. It is the longest peninsular river. Longest peninsular river. And it also got another name. It is also called Vridha Ganga. What its another name, children? It got another name, that is Vridha Ganga. It originates from Nasik in Maharashtra. And then flows through Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. We will see about the Godavari once again. It is a second peninsular river. It is the longest peninsular river and it is also called Vridha Ganga, and it originates from Nasik, where it starts from Nasik in Maharashtra and flows through the Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Then next river is the Krishna. Third river is the Krishna. So it originates from spring in Mahabaleshwar in Western Ghats. It originates, it's nothing but it starts from the spring in Mahabaleshwar, that is in Western Ghats, and it is the second largest peninsular river. And third point is Bhima and Tungabhadra or its main tributaries. Then it flows through the Andhra Pradesh and empty its water into Bay of Bengal. Once again I repeat this river. Third river is Krishna and it originates from a spring in Mahabaleshwar, that is in Western Ghats, and it is the second largest peninsular river. And what are the tributaries? Idoda kilayaarugal ella enna Bhima and Tungabhadra, its main tributaries, and it flows through Andhra Pradesh and it empties its water. Finally it's get into Bay of Bengal. And the next point is the Kaveri. And the fourth river is peninsular river is Kaveri. First point, where it starts from, Kaveri originates from Talai Kaveri. Where it actually starts, children? It starts from the Talai Kaveri, that is Kodagu Hills in Karnataka. It starts from Karnataka. Kaveri originates from Talai Kaveri, that is in Kodagu Hills, that is in Karnataka. And it is also called, Kaveri is also called Dakshin Ganga. Dakshin means south. What is this, children? Dakshin is south, or also called Ganga of south. So Kaveri Ghats is another name, Dakshin Ganga, otherwise Ganga of south. And the third point, Bhavani, Amaravati and Noyal. Noyal or its main tributaries. The main tributaries of this river Kaveri is Bhavani, Amaravati and Noyal. Then Hokanekal, this falls in this river. So Hokanekal Falls, it is in Dharmapuri districts and it actually start from Kaveri and enter into Tamil Nadu, and this Hokanekal Falls is in this river. And this fifth point, it breaks into two, it breaks into Kolinur and Kaveri. They are divided into Kolinur and Kaveri and enter into Bay of Bengal near Pumbugar. Where it is empties its water? It empties its water into Bay of Bengal near the place Pumbugar. Again I will tell you about Kaveri, children. Kaveri originates from Talai Kaveri, that is in Kodugu Hills, Karnataka, and it got also another name Dakshin Ganga. What is mean for Dakshin? That is south, and otherwise called Ganga of south, and it got many tributaries Bhavani, Amaravati and Noyal. And Hokanekal Falls is in this river, and this river breaks into Kolinur and Kaveri and enter into Bay of Bengal near the Pumbugar. Next we are going to see about the west flowing rivers. West flowing rivers. We have only two west flowing rivers. One is Narmada, and next one is the Tapti, or otherwise also called as Tapi. You may don't write the T. So Tapti and Narmada. First one is the Narmada. So it originates, where it starts from? It originates from Amarkantak plateau in Madhya Pradesh. MP is Madhya Pradesh, and it is the longest west blowing peninsular river, and it empty its water in Arabian Sea through Gulf of Cambay. Again I will tell you, children, west flowing rivers are Narmada and Tapti. And Narmada, where it starts from, it's from a place Amarkantak plateau, that is in Madhya Pradesh, and this is the longest west flowing peninsular river and empties water in the Arabian Sea through Gulf of Cambay. And the next one is the Tapti river. Next one is the Tapti river. It originates from Multai in Madhya Pradesh. This also starts from the Madhya Pradesh, at a place called Multai, and it is also the Peninsular Plateau. Peninsular Plateau. It is also the other major river of Peninsular Plateau. Like the Narmada river, it also empty its water in the Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea through Gulf of Cambay. This, like the Narmada, it also empties its water in the Arabian Sea through the Gulf of Cambay. And this is once again I will go for the recap, children. We have the west flowing rivers and east flowing rivers. East flowing rivers are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri, and the west flowing rivers are Narmada and Tapati. I hope you have understood the class today, and I will give you the assignment, children. Assignment is mark the peninsular rivers in the river map of India. So your today's assignment is you have to mark the peninsular rivers on the river map of India. Thank you, children.